This is the Narzo 10A, a budget offering from Realme's performance-focused Narzo series. So does it deliver on that promise? Let's find out in today's unboxing. Hey guys, Omotto here from C4eTech, and if you do end up enjoying this video, then please consider subscribing and turning on notifications by hitting that bell icon. Let's now get started. We have the standard Realme packaging in here with the Narzo 10A branding to the top. The bottom sticker gives us some additional info about the basic specs and the box contents. The price part has already been torn off, but well, we already know that. It's 8,499 rupees. We have the so white variant in here, and there's a look at the spec highlights. Time now to rip away the plastic. Cut through the seal and open the box up. Inside, we have another yellow cardboard box that contains the paperwork and a SIM ejector pin. Moving on to the phone itself, let's peel off the protective plastic and take a good look at the Realme Narzo 10A. Okay, so we have the white plastic back with the big bold Realme branding. I have to say, this is a very unique design language. Don't know about you guys, but personally, I wouldn't want to be a walking billboard for any company. So this is a bit too much, at least for me. Anyway, coming back to the unboxing, let's see what else we have here. A 10-watt charger and a micro USB cable. Well, that's kind of disappointing, especially considering it's 2020. So for the Narzo 10A, Realme has basically revamped the Realme C3, given it a new look, added an extra camera as well as a fingerprint scanner. So first, let's take a look at all that's new here. Beginning of course with the design. Now, the back with the big branding I'm not a fan of, but I have to say I really like the finish of this white variant. It's a matte finish that doesn't pick up fingerprints easily, and despite the 195 grams of weight and pretty large footprint, the even weight distribution and grippy finish gives the Narzo 10A a good in-hand feel. And honestly, at this price point, I can't really crib about the plastic build either. Yes, it's nearly 9mm thick, but that's because of the 5000 mAh battery that Realme has put in here. Taking a look at the device, we have the power button to the right, the top is left clean, the volume buttons and the triple SIM card trays to the left, and the bottom holds the 3.5mm headphone jack, the mic, micro USB port and loudspeaker. One thing about the buttons though, they're recessed into the body, and while pressing it, they felt kinda mushy. Anyway, the next addition here is the fingerprint scanner. It's a capacitive scanner mounted to the back of the device, does its job pretty well, pretty fast and snappy. Face unlock is present here too, and as always, it's lightning fast. And the last new thing, it's to the back as well. We now have a triple rear camera setup. The primary is a 12MP snapper with an f1.8 aperture. Pictures look good with punchy colors and decent detail levels. Under low light, the Narzo 10A struggles because of the lack of a dedicated night mode. Low light images come out looking quite soft with blurred edges and lots of noise. But that's par for the course of a smartphone under 10K. Coming then to the new addition, we have a 2MP macro camera in here that can take shots like these. Initial impressions, the close-up perspective is nice, but the photos seem to be lacking details. And the third camera, well, it's another 2MP depth sensor that helps captures rear portraits. Edge detection is okay, but we can see over-sharpening on the subject's face. As far as selfies go, we have the same 5MP camera from the C3 being carried over here. Decent looking pictures that are usable as far as social media is concerned. So that's all the new stuff that we have in the Realme Narzo 10A. The rest of the specs, they're the same as the Realme C3 that we unboxed a while back. Here's a card to that video in case you guys want to check it out in more detail. But I'm gonna give you guys a quick specs refresher just in case. So to the front, we have a 6.5-inch HD Plus LCD panel with a water drop style notch that holds the selfie camera. Now we would have liked to see a higher resolution, brighter panel in here, but for the price, again, I won't really count this one as a con. Internally, we have the same MediaTek Helio G70 chip as the Realme C3. Now this is a pretty powerful octa-core processor combined with Realme UI. The day-to-day performance here should be good. Apps don't take much time to open up, and we didn't notice any major lags while scrolling around in apps or around the general UI. One thing though, the animations at times can be a bit choppy. That's not to say that the Mali G52 MC2 GPU in here is weak. In fact, for budget gamers, the Helio G70 is a pretty great chip that can play most demanding titles at lower detail levels. But we do have to put up with the occasional frame drop. On the memory front, we have only one variant, 3GB RAM and 32GB internal storage. I connected the phone to a PC and was transferring some footage, and damn, there's like less than 20GB of usable space in there. So the dedicated microSD expansion slot becomes very essential. Powering all of this, we have a 5000 mAh battery. Going by our experience with the Realme C3, this combination of a 12nm chip combined with a 720p display should give excellent battery life. The only bummer here is that there's only 10W charging available through the microUSB port. I get Realme is trying to cut corners to get the price down, but considering that the Narzo series is supposed to be the performance focused, I kinda expected them to do better. Anyway, coming down to the price, Realme has priced the Narzo 10A at 8,499 rupees. That's 1k more than the Realme C3. So is the new design, a fingerprint scanner and a 2MP macro camera worth spending 1000 rupee more for? Well, that's something we can only answer after a full review. But I would like to know what you guys think, so let us know via the comments below. Also, if you're looking to purchase a Narzo 10A, would you rather spend 1,500 rupee more and get something like the Realme 5 or the Note 7S that has a Full HD Plus screen and more competent cameras? Again, let us know via the comments. That's been it for this video. Like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon if you haven't yet. Thanks a lot for watching till the end. Have a good one, guys. Cheers.